All right, we have made a wrong turn and we have walked onto a game show. Welcome to False or Boo. Courtney, Ming, welcome.
Hello.
This is the game show where we ask creepy questions and you have to say true or false. Ready? Instead of real blood, a mixture of red paint and gelatin was used to create the memorable prom scene from the movie Carrie. True or false?
True.
False. The substance was Caro syrup and food coloring. All right.
Okay.
-1 each one.
I gotta go.
Second question. A rat's teeth never stop growing. True or false?
True.
Ew, how did you know? It's true. That's awful.
Yeah, we know a lot of things about rats.
Really?
No.
No. I know they can chew through concrete. It's fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
Number 3, a golden poisons frog's skin is covered in a fluid that if you were to touch it, it would give you the same effect as being drunk for 48 hours. True or false?
Oh, what?
A golden poison frog.
No, because you just die if you touch one of those, I thought.
I don't know.
I would say false.
False.
Yeah.
One frog's venom is enough to kill 10 human adults.
That's what I said. I was like, that shit will fuck you up. You're dead.
Oh, shit. I had no idea. Well, I think you can lick toads, but I think this is a different... Yeah, I don't know.
Hypnotoad in Futurama.
Okay, next question. You are more likely to be killed by a cow than a shark. True or false?
Yes, true. Absolutely.
Ming. What'd you say?
True, absolutely.
True. In the U.S., 20 people a year are killed by cows versus 1 person is killed by sharks. So why are you guys afraid of sharks?
I've never been afraid of a shark. I love them.
Interesting. Okay, next question. King said that the only book he wrote that was truly scared him was The Shining. True or false?
False. Stephen King. False?
You don't have to say what book. You just have to say true or false. You can... Well, so what do you guys... False? You guys have any idea what book it was that he wrote? That gave him the heebie-jeebies?
That Stephen King wrote that gave him the heebie-jeebies?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't think. What is it?
Yeah, just throw one out in the air.
Cujo?
No. That was a good one.
The car one?
Cujo. Oh, Christine? No, you guys would that be scary?
Yeah.
Oh, you got him. Yeah,
Pet Cemetery?
Yeah, true.
It was Pet Cemetery?
It was Pet Cemetery. All right. Well, so at the end of our round, score is, I don't know, 3-3.
Edgar wasn't keeping track.
But that was false or boo. Well, not bad. Congratulations. You guys made it to the next round. But we are watching House on Haunted Hill, 1999.
The remake. One of my personal favorites.
Not bad. We made a wrong turn, and we've been invited to an eccentric millionaire's house. If we stay the night, we will get $1 million if we survive. This is the Wrong Turn podcast. Sorry.
You're good.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You're doing a great job.
Okay, so we're watching 1999's House on Haunted Hill, not to be confused with Shirley Jackson, Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
Or Hell House, or any other houses on hills that might have come out in the last 50 years.
Yes, and I think one that people get really confused with is the Netflix one, The Haunting of Hill House, because whenever I talk about this movie, they confuse it with that. Which was good. It was a great series, but these are two separate things. Similar. There are some similar characters that are called the same, but they're two very different things.
Not to be confused with An American Haunting, a haunting in Connecticut. And
we're talking about a house on Haunted Hill.
Not to be confused with The Haunting of Bly Manor. Not to be confused with Good Will Hunting. Not to be confused with Good Will Hunting 2, good hunting season. All right, so... Let's keep going.
Not to be confused with Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, it was I had a list. It keeps going. There's so many hills and so many hauntings of houses. It's ridiculous. Like the list kept going, and I had to stop at one point. It was fucking silly. All right. We haven't done any other like 90s horror movies. This is, I think, our first one. Is it? Everything else was like in the early 2000s.
In the early 2000s, I think this is like the first, that we are in the 90s still. But it's
like very early 2000s. It was a little.
1999 it came out.
It's very schlocky. It does have a sort of 90s aesthetic or early 2000s aesthetic that we are very aware of now. And I just, I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know if I'll watch it after this viewing again, ever.
Okay. Wow. That's
you tell me.
No, because I'm going to tell you I will. I will watch it again because it's like one of those, once again, that I watched many, many, many times. Is it good? Well, we'll get to that.
It's
not really.
Okay. All right. But to compare and contrast with the original, this one's made exactly 40 years later. It came out on Halloween, which we've done movies that also came out on Halloween before. So this was supposed to do like fucking gangbusters. It did do okay. It made back 43 million gross internationally, and I think it only cost them to do I forgot what, 10 or something like that?
Yeah,
19. Oh, actually, it only doubled its money, so maybe not too great. It did have a sequel, Return to House on Haunted Hill.
That's right. I don't think I've ever seen that.
And I think it only has like one returning character. I think Jeffrey Combs is in it, which is the guy from Reanimator. Kind of like a horror legend. And the only thing I wanted to mention about Return on House on Haunted Hill before we move on was that it actually has a choose your own adventure feature on the DVD.
Oh, that's fun.
That's super fun. That sounds really kind of like what they're kind of doing with
Black Mirror, that episode of Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, and I think there's a bunch of other Netflix things that
did that after.
That are kind of doing the
Yeah.
I know there's another one. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, whatever. Regardless, so this movie's gonna be playing on the background. We're gonna be talking shit. Just because we talk shit doesn't mean, as we do, doesn't mean we do not love horror movies. That's why we're here. Much like your family, we are going to talk shit about it because that's what you do with your loved ones. 100%.
Yeah. It always comes from a place of love.
Mm-hmm.
And we find that we just do better sometimes when the movies aren't that great.
when it's an open book test. Yeah, there you go. I did like one thing about the intro real quick, which is like the little stop motion with the
nail.
the nail and the string. And I was just like, oh, nice. That was cool, but then everything else I fucking hated.
Edgar liked one thing of this whole movie.
Yeah.
And it's the opening credits. I think it's cool as well.
100%.
I really liked it, and it always gave me the creeps.
But how about this? What about this movie do you love? Because I feel like I'm getting, like, you really, really love this movie, and I don't want to be too harsh on it.
No, please be as harsh as you can be. Say whatever you like about it, because I think with me, it's only one of those things where it's very nostalgic. Because I watched this just so many times. We'll get to my favorite scene is when you kind of see Jeffrey Rush lose his fucking mind.
Oh.
Like that's, I feel like those are the scariest parts of this movie to me. Whereas the end, I guess, I mean, the ghost or the whatever is haunting them is so stupid. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Well, let's get into it. Let's see who we got. Right. We got Jeffrey Rush playing Stephen Price, which is a nod to Vincent Price, who was the original eccentric millionaire in the 59 version. But that character's name was Lauren. And what I realized, like, none of these other characters have the same names as any of the other characters in the 59 version, except for
Pritchard,
which
is Chris Kattan.
Famke Jensen, who's Annabelle Lauren, but wouldn't she be?
Would she be Annabelle Price?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, whatever.
There's things like that are just like you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do recognize this font though from like back in the day. I forgot what it was, and I'm pretty sure I used it in a bunch of flyers.
This is just another one of those movies where I'm very aware of. I know it's not great, but I still will watch it. And I'm gonna love talking shit about it. I mean, it's produced by Robert Zemeckis.
Again, it's another Zemeckis one.
Another Zemeckis one for us.
We do the Ghost.
It's Ghost Ship. It's Ghost Ship, which we also the same thing where I was like. every time I watch this movie, I'm kind of reminded that I don't like it.
All right. No. I do like the stop motion. I do like the cutouts and the collage work of all, but all the images that are blown out just fucking irk me so hard.
There is a really fun death like right away in the beginning that I like.
This has a decent cold open. I'm not going to put it on my list.
No, it does not.
But I just, something about these 2000 aesthetics is just like everything is done up to a cartoonish degree. So I feel like you can't relate, so you can't really get scared. So you're more in this movie just for the thrill of it and just for the ride, rather than the spooks, the spookiness.
And for some reason, the track that's playing during this opening scene, I always really liked. I don't know why. It was always eerie and creepy. And I like the sharpening of the pencils, the little foreshadowing of it, I guess. But other than that, it's, as far as cold opens goes, you don't really get anything other than like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to like think of my thoughts here.
No worries. This is so we're just kind of introduced to Jeffrey Combs, and apparently we find out in a little bit that he was just like basically on a Mengele level. Like he's just out here doing weird experiments to people, recording it all in the name of science.
In the name of science. So unlike the original, this house is an insane asylum where this doctor is doing lobotomies. He's just operating on people, like torturing people just endlessly.
Yeah, trying to just figure like, like if I put 2 and 2 together, maybe I'll make you sane.
Exactly. Like, or not even that, him just being like, all these people are dubbed insane, so I'm just going to experiment on them until I find something that will make me a millionaire or whatever.
Or make a cure or whatever, or some fucking gonzo fucking cure. I just feel, man, they had so much potential to use Jeffrey Combs, and I thought when I watched this a long time ago, I totally thought they used Jeffrey Combs a lot more, and realized
he's in it like for 30 seconds.
I thought he was all over the fucking place.
He's
in this
not.
movie.
I know. I agree. And so the cold open is just them, the patients in this hospital wreaking havoc and taking over and killing the nurses and grabbing the doctors. One of my favorite kills right away, which was the pencils to the neck.
That was
I
rough.
always loved that one. I thought it was rad.
That was savage.
And that rich red fake blood color, so good. So good.
It's bright red.
It's so bright red. I was like, that, okay.
Yeah.
But like you said, the cartoonishness of it.
Yeah. So the patients take over the insane asylum, and then we cut to a reel, and it becomes gets documentary all of a sudden. And they talk about
found footage.
There you go.
The found footage of the slaughter that happened the night of this house, that the patients again set it on fire, killed the other people. And
fun fact: the house that they used in the burning right there, that's the Griffith Observatory.
Yes, that's exactly. I thought that was that place.
But the outside shot, I don't know what they used for the outside shot. I can't
of the house.
That long.
They had a long house, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
No.
With
they're just trying to give you gravity of how giant this place is.
Yeah, they just want to make you think. It's massive, and it's like also makes you think that it's like seaside, but it's not. I don't think.
I think maybe at the end, you get a little. No, I don't know. I don't know if I made it to the end.
You're like I turned it off, but now we're getting introduced to Bryce's wife.
Yeah, Famke Janssen playing Annabelle Lauren.
I love her.
She's great. She's great in this, actually.
Mm-hmm,
actually,
she is.
That's one of the saving graces of this movie. Is actually the acting is pretty good.
Her and Jeffrey Rush, love, and then even Chris Kattan did really well. Ali Larder.
It's fine.
It's fine. She's fine.
It's fine. Taye Diggs is fine.
Taye Diggs is fine. But I mean, Jeffrey Rush and her, lovely.
Yeah. Oh, I got a bunch of shit to talk about this right here.
Here we go.
Okay.
The roller coaster.
Why the fuck do we need to know that he's all right, you could just tell us he's an eccentric millionaire. I understand that you're showing us that he's an eccentric millionaire. So they shot this at Universal Resorts in Orlando. This is the Hulk. This is, I think,
it's the Hulk.
I think this is very close to when the Hulk actually came out.
No, I remember looking that up, that this was the Hulk ride.
And we have a cameo from none other than, you know who that is? Lisa Loeb.
Oh, shit. It is.
And that's Spike.
And that's Spike. Wow. I didn't even realize that.
I can't even remember that song. What was it? There you go. Nailed it. I only hear when I want to. I actually rewatched the music video. I was like, fucking Lisa Loeb. Fucking random as shit. She's like, apparently, yeah. So this was.
But the whole thing with, sorry, back on track. The whole thing with this guy's roller coaster is that it starts at the top, which I don't understand that. Have you ever seen a roller coaster that starts at the top? Is his whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, lots.
Well, I love this gimmick too. Like if this was the roller, if this was the ride, oh man, this would freak me the fuck out. Like this was actually really.
So they take the elevator to the top. What happens is it's a whole bit on the elevator falling, which I do think is great.
I mean, the only thing that wouldn't work is like you can only get faked out once.
You only get faked out once, but also how long would that take if that was part of the ride? And you had a line.
Oh, 100%. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, that's like my brain went to that right away. I was like, so you can only fit maybe, 7-8 people in that elevator? And they like, but then of course everyone on the line would know. You'd be like, oh, the elevator fake out. Yeah,
it's a dead drop. And it's supposed to scare you into think you're falling. But yeah, like I say, unless you had several elevators, which some roller coasters do.
Yeah.
You know, like what was it? When we went to Guardians of the Galaxy, there was like 4 or 5 elevators, but the elevator is the ride.
Yes.
Yeah. And the same thing.
Because that's the old Tower of Terror.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so weird seeing Spike and Lisa Loeb and Jeffrey Rush in a fucking elevator. Like, it's just so fucking...
It's like those cute little things that do, like, they were trying. I feel like they were definitely trying to make it a good movie. Like we always say, like, there's so much that goes into these things, and then it can get real fucked up along the way.
Yeah. I mean, so you obviously know this is the Hulk ride.
Yeah, he was super green.
I mean, I get it, but the Hulk ride had a gimmick in itself where it not only does it start at the top, but it doesn't give you any anticipation. It just shoots you out, which is super fun. And I also do like Jeffrey Rush's character where he's just like, not only am I making a roller coaster, but I'm going to add a bunch of things that are going to creep you out or
like really freak you out, like as if you were going to
die
feel like you were
constantly.
Gonna die. Like, oh, I want to make sure that it looks like this roller coaster is gonna fly off.
Yeah, but like you said, you can only do that once. Yeah,
you only do it once. But I guess for this huge press tour he's doing, 2 people. You think if he was gonna do this huge thing, he would have invited lots and lots of press.
Yeah, and
he's an eccentric billionaire after all.
But like I said, like, do we even need this whole other? Was it 3 minutes of this with the other fake out? I mean, yes, it adds to like, oh yeah, maybe you could have added it to the rest of the house where like maybe the house is not haunted and Jeffrey Rush is just fucking with everybody. Yeah. I would have loved that.
I would have loved that too.
Oh, it does have a couple of fake outs. Like we get to it a little bit where Jeffrey Rush's character, like, oh, maybe it is him, maybe it's not, but whatever. It's if they would have played into that, I would have made it. I think it would have made the movie a little bit better. But yeah, I don't need any of this. We could have just gone straight to the house and spent more time there.
Exactly.
But I did find out that, I mean, other than just giving Jeffrey Rush more airtime or more playtime because he's fucking great.
He's amazing. I'll watch Jeffrey Rush in anything. And just to keep the plot going, his wife calls him and she's the one again with the birthday. She's like, I want to have my birthday party at this haunted house. So it does, follow the original, because in the original, that's what they were doing. It was her birthday party.
Yeah. She was watching the documentary that the cold open bleeds into, no pun intended. Yeah. And then she's saying that she wants to have her birthday at the house on Haunted Hill.
And so this is when it starts to get so like starting right away, to me at least. So Jeffrey rushes his office. He's like, I'm going to make this guest list for my wife's party. And then he's like, cool, gotta leave. And
guest list of 5 people.
Guest list of 5 people. This is this massive fucking party they're having.
Massive fucking party.
And then he leaves, and the computer mysteriously opens up and then redoes this guest list by itself. And then now we have all the other characters that we're going to meet. And I'm like, okay, So it's the house that's doing this?
The house. Apparently, this ghost runs on fucking Mac. I don't fucking know.
That was a
so fucking stupid. No, it wasn't Mac.
Was it a Mac?
Yeah,
Mac?
it was one of the OG MacBook Pros or MacBook when they were like. I've never even seen them. I never saw Black Week, so you know you had money.
Yeah. Well, he was rich. Did you see that office?
They were only in blue and gray. Oh, yeah, with the fucking fake ass on. Yeah.
I really wanted him to have like a blue big Mac, like the.
That's what I thought. But no, you can pay for a laptop. All right. So we cut to we're introing all of our characters who, much like in the original, they're all coming down a windy road. Some of them in hearses, and only one of them is in a hearse.
Only one of them's in a hearse. The rest are in limos. Yeah. They could have all been in hearses.
Yeah, like they were supposed to be all in hearses, I guess, like the OG one. But
this was a real quick turnover for this party, though, because she was like, "It's my birthday," and then like next day. How does this go? You know,
we don't even get a date on it. You know,
and now we meet Pritchard, which is Chris Kattan.
I do like how he's driving like a little fucking Geo Metro.
So, and like the original as well, his character is the only heir of this house / insane asylum. And he's helping them get into the house for the day.
Yeah.
Just like unlocking it for them, basically.
Yeah, because they're renting it out from him.
Yeah.
I guess his grandfather and father, or his grandfather built the place, but Jeffrey Combs' character, the doctor, he worked in there. So I often get confused. I thought he was related to the fucking doctor at one point.
Yeah, so because they kind of look similar. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but yeah, they're not related.
Yeah.
But yeah, his family just owns the house.
You trying to say how people with glasses look alike?
Yeah.
It's fucked up. But like, why didn't they use the OG house? I mean, maybe because of this scene, like, because they're right now they're outside and they're doing a whole little introduction, like, yeah, come on in, whatever. But yeah, like I would have really liked to use I would have liked to do as many callbacks to the original as possible.
Yeah. And I want to say Greg Nicotero did a lot of the effects for this, which also is like a plus because you can see it when you get to the creepier things.
Yeah.
But yeah, this house is wild.
Well, also that was the other thing too. Like, it's an insane asylum, but it has bedrooms in it. Like,
but it's also a house. That's what I mean. So like, but when they get into the house, you find out that the basement's like the insane asylum because the rest of the house is just a house.
Fuck that. That's not a no. At one point I'm like, oh, it's a hospital.
It's a hospital, but it's not though because they're walking in and it's a house.
I mean, I don't know what kind of houses you stay in, Courtney. I mean, actually, I've seen your house, so you do stay in places.
I'd say a huge house.
But like, that's a confusing part because like, eventually,
it's grand.
Eventually, Famke Jensen goes. She's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, yeah, but you're in an insane asylum. Why would you have a bedroom?
She knows. Yeah, she shows up and she's like, ugh, I'm gonna go take a shower or whatever.
I thought like maybe like, oh, well, staying in one of the patient's rooms or whatever. But no, it's a full on fucking bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's a little.
And immediately they walk in and they're like, something creepy is happening on the ceiling. And it's like this really big stained glass artwork. Like, and the effect is like there is something floating in there.
Oh, it's just the clouds behind it.
Is that just the clouds, or they're trying to make it look like? But they added that, and it looks so stupid.
Yeah, it looks something superimposed on there.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're trying to like, yeah, it's clouds, or like, is it a spirit?
I'm pretty sure it's the clouds because the clouds don't move that fast. But like, if they're trying to make it look like the clouds behind it and make it look, and it's supposed
creepy.
To be, I don't know, work inspired by the patients, or I forgot what it was said. Oh, he said it's something like this is like an old antique piece of artwork. That was that they brought over here from Europe. And I'm like, why the fuck is it hanging in here then? We've seen some like old antique artwork from on some of our field trips.
We've seen some cursed
artifacts. Shit. Yeah. So like you don't just hang it.
You don't just hang those things.
And then they break it. So
they break it. It breaks. So we're hanging out with all these characters. So we have Ali Larter, we have Tay Diggs, excuse me. And then the other woman with the camcorder, because she's like a journalist, right?
No, she's she says her occupation is celebrity, which is like,
an influencer of her time.
Basically, it would be.
She's basically an influencer.
But she's also on hard time, so she's basically just trying to look for a new in. So she's looking for some sort of.
She's there to catch a ghost.
Catch something creepy, so she can basically just do her own show from here on out.
Exactly. And then Famke comes in, and this is when the stained glass just explodes, basically.
Yeah, she introduces herself. She's like, "Who the fuck are you people?" The stained glass explodes, and then we see it's not the sky behind it.
Exactly, that's what I meant. I was like, so was it creepy spirits in there? Is that what we're led to believe?
Yeah, or that was just a fucking continuity error.
Yeah, there's fog in there for some reason.
Yeah, there was something in there. That was weird. And then we're introduced to. Well, then Jeffrey Rush introduces himself to all of the guests. And they do it like him and his wife do have this little rat-tat-tat where they're like
they hate each other, like in the original.
Yeah, and they're basically are trying to kill each other still.
They are. Mm-hmm. They're still at it. Like she loves his money. That's what this is about. but Famke's a bad bee. I fucking love her.
Oh, she's great.
She was my favorite character in whenever I played 007 GoldenEye on
really?
N64.
What was her character name?
I can't remember her character's name, but I always chose her.
We'll find out in a second. Get the internet real quick.
I remember her character's name, but she was my favorite.
6 feet tall. Damn. Tall drink of water.
She is?
6 feet.
Damn.
I mean, I've always known
I believe it.
I've always known she's been taller than everybody else on camera, but like I didn't know exactly how tall.
Yeah. Jeffrey Rush is basically explaining the rules. If you spend the night in the house, you get $1 million. And there might be some spooky things happening. Chris Kattan character, Sir Pritchard, this whole time, like in the beginning when we're introduced to him, he's like rushing everybody. He's like, come on, everyone, get out. And I just find it funny that he's just standing here very quietly. Just like, go.
Very much like the original Pritchard. He's the harbinger of doom. Basically, like, everybody needs to, I don't know why the fuck you're standing here. The fucking place is haunted. Oh, and he also just gives it away. Like in about a couple minutes, he's just going to give it away. Like, it's the house. It's the darkness in the house. It's in the basement, which is like, I thought he was just fucking around joking, but that's exactly what happens in this fucking movie.
He wasn't lying. That's it. It's legit in the basement.
Yeah. And I do like our
little guy, their little sidekick, Jeffrey Rush's sidekick.
Well, other than that, and our shameless plug of Blockbuster. Like they had some Blockbuster videotape. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And there were some Blockbuster videotapes, the fucking tech. And everything's blurred out, but the videotapes. Yeah. The videotapes are in the foreground and they are in focus.
I wonder if Blockbuster had anything to do with that.
I mean, they could have saved their money.
You're just, you could have chose a different one.
You could have, really hit the nail on Blockbusters. No, because what is this? 1999. Blockbuster still had like another.
Oh, Blockbusters.
Still had another like 10 years before they went out. I guess those were good years.
So Jeffrey Rush and Famke, they're just kind of going back and forth with this, like, I wish you were dead. Similar to, remember when we watched the original and he grabs her hair like that? So he
grabs her neck.
No, he grabs her hair.
Oh, does he?
He grabs her hair in that one. Yeah. So I think these two carry the same energy and I think they do great. I know we already talked about that.
Yeah. But also, like, later you found out, all right, spoiler alert.
We're just going for it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. You find out it's also the same thing where she's been cheating with a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Same thing as the original. But then Jeffrey Rush lets her know, like, right before the climax, that he knew the entire time. Like, you think I wouldn't know? Then, like, why don't you just fucking divorce her? Again, back to this, like, massive plot where she's like, we got to kill my husband. But then he's like, I knew the whole time and I'm going to try and kill you. Let's involve 8 other people or whatever. Like, stop it, you guys. Just get a divorce. Like,
yeah, Ming, when you murder me, don't involve so many people. Just like.
Ming's like, I already got Courtney down.
You think I was giving her a car break?
Cut my brakes.
I'm part of this now.
So then Jeffrey Rush goes back outside to entertain the guests. Chris Kattan, Pritchard, wants to get the fuck out of there. Just pay me my money.
He's already getting drunk though, right?
No, not yet. He just wants to get out. Yeah. He's like, just pay me my money. And Jeffrey Rush is kind of fucking with him as far as just like waving the check in his face. And then Jeffrey Rush doesn't really know who any of these characters are, because this wasn't originally on the guest list, which we don't even know who the fuck was on this guest list.
No, we don't. Yeah, but he basically says, he goes, I didn't invite these people. I don't know who they are. He goes downstairs. He goes, look, I have all this money. If you spend the night and you live, you win.
Mm-hmm. Then everybody goes around introducing themselves. I'm Dr. Blackburn. I'm Melissa Margaret, celebrity.
Yeah, she goes, celebrity.
Eddie Baker, former
pro baseball player.
And I forgot Ellie Carter's name is. Oh,
but that's not her name.
That's not her name.
Because she's fooling everyone. She stepped in as her boss. She was like her boss, Jennifer's assistant or something.
Which there's supposed to be this whole side plot.
Yeah, which they don't. It's so stupid.
It actually got cut out of the movie, but some of it's still there. But I don't even know if it would have played anyway because
it doesn't. It's stupid. There was no point in it. She could have just showed up as her.
I mean, I do like this as an ensemble piece and not her as a protagonist, but I think they tried to make her the protagonist.
Mm-hmm. They did. Because they really pushed her and Tay Diggs. Those two.
Yeah, I mean, they survive.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, but whereas the doctor and then the Miss Celebrity girl, like Miss Celebrity, she's basically nothing.
Oh, she gets done away real quick.
Yeah,
she's our first.
And then Pritchard's like, just give me my money. I got you and your guests here. I need to go. And this is when the house starts fucking with them. Because it just starts shutting down, which we learned that was an emergency protocol for when the patients would act up or whatever. Basically what happened in this disaster so many years ago.
Yeah, if the patients get out or if one escapes,
everything goes into lockdown.
The house locks down and all the steel doors shut down, yada yada yada. I don't know why you wouldn't dismantle this. Like if you inherited this house, this is the first thing that's getting dismantled.
Thing be like, we don't need that anymore.
Yeah, we don't need that anymore. Like, was it how many? I don't even know. I can't even remember how many people died when the first insane asylum, it closed down.
The fire and the murders and all that.
So let's not make it a giant death trap, So it's still a death trap.
Still a super death trap. And they were like, I didn't think it worked. And once again, like Edgar said, just get rid of it.
Like taking out the fucking gear, it can't close. Boom. Done.
So now they're all locked in this house with these steel, like the Purge. It's like basically the Purge.
A little bit.
They're protected, but except for the demons on the inside.
So they get locked in and they don't basically get any chances to make a choice.
They don't get to go, actually, I don't want to do this.
And then Chris Kattan freaks the fuck out because he's just like, I don't want to be shut in here. It's Dr. Vandecut. He threw the switch or whatever. Sorry. It's just basically like the ghost threw the switch or the house threw the switch and the house is going to fucking kill us all. And none of us are going to fucking survive.
And he does go into that, like that in the original, the Watson theme of it's a ghost. It's a ghost. They're going to get us. It was all them.
Oh, yeah. He's
losing his mind. And then he just starts drinking. Well, classic Pritchard. I think Chris Kattan just took the role.
I'm trying to remember. William Monroe directed this. Malone, excuse me. And I think he's also the guy who directed did he do 13 Ghosts as well? Oh, no, he did Fear.com, which, maybe eventually. Okay. Maybe eventually we can take a look at that one.
We will definitely be doing 13 Ghosts. I might have already said that already.
Yeah, but this gave me Ghost Ship vibes, gives me 13 Ghosts vibes.
Yes. They're getting to the scene too. We do it again. The little coffins with the guns.
Which I'm like, I still don't understand, like, what.
I so badly wanted, maybe like Chris Kattan's character, I guess, because he's the most unhinged, to just like start shooting. Like, just be like, I'm going to get the ghost. Pew, 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 pew.
Well, somebody starts shooting. But what was Jeffrey Combs' fucking original idea, like with the guns? Like, what were you planning to do? Like, what was the gimmick with the fucking? Because it's not really explained.
Well, Allie Larder, I think it's her that says it. That she goes, he wants us to use them on each other. Does someone has that line in here?
I guess.
Which kind of foreshadows into how Jeffrey, her wanting. Again, the whole plot of being like, we need someone to shoot my husband, but we need to like coerce it first,
Yeah, like in the original, the gun plot is very clearly defined.
Right.
Yeah.
People have guns.
I scare the girl to the brink of death.
Exactly.
So she will shoot the first thing she sees.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. It's stupid, but it works.
Oh, it's ridiculous. But
this one is just Yeah, like just give everyone a gun.
Just give her, like.
I just think it's so cool, though. I'm sorry. I know it's so cheesy. I love this stupid coffin.
No, because like I want the callbacks.
Yes, I love it. This giant coffin and the fog that comes out of it, and then the 7 little teeny coffins that are wiggling.
Yeah, so they're like, I don't know if they were. I thought they were
on, like dry ice.
Yeah, dry ice or water or something like that.
And there's a gun in each one of it. I don't know. I would be pretty excited if I was invited to a party like this.
I was like, if I was making like an Etsy wood working page, I would make little tiny coffins for people. Like, you want a tiny coffin? Yeah, $50.
$50. Here's
$50.
a little tiny coffin.
Here's a little tiny coffin. Totally works. I can build you a coffin. You want a coffin? Build you a coffin. Get a coffin this afternoon.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, like, so if, all right, again, I'm going to be fucking harping on this thing.
Do it.
So what
Go.
was Jeffrey Rush's or Price's motive to giving everybody guns? I know what Famke Jensen's, Lauren's character is like, yeah, we'll just switch out the bullets,
Exactly.
We'll switch out the bullets and then somebody can murder my husband for me. That'd be great.
Yeah. She's like, I really just want this motherfucker dead.
Oh, but that's not even the plot. That's not even, because what they want to do is they wanted to basically give Price a heart attack by locking him away because they were going to pull a prank on him, say, oh, we were just fooling a prank, yada yada yada, and then we locked him up because he fucking see no
it
doesn't.
Look, we're half an hour into it and we're like,
we just discovered a plot hole.
Yeah. I do love this creepy fucking basement they walk into. So now they're going all into the basement to find the lights.
The fucking bodies exhibit they got in the fucking basement.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where Greg Nicotero comes through. Right?
This is straight up the bodies exhibit.
The bodies exhibit.
Have you ever been to the bodies exhibit?
No.
Oh my God. It looks exactly like that. You've been to the bodies exhibit? Yeah.
I mean, the faces are a little bit different, but yes.
Yeah, no,
there's a horse.
Let me see.
Body in there. There's a child.
No, because specifically like the bodies exhibit has like bodies displayed doing natural things and what the body would be doing. And there is one on a horse. But I don't know if the bodies exhibit was around at this time.
But I guess it's just to show you that this doctor was out of his fucking mind. And when I bring up Greg Nicotero, like, you can tell that is like his effect coming into it. I feel.
I also feel like a lot of people took inspiration for that with the glass cages because it looks very much like some of the scenes from The Cell, which I would love to do one day. I love that fucking movie. But yeah, so the Bodies Exhibit was started in 2005, 4 years before this movie came out. But
I just wanted to say how much I hated that transition.
So sucked. It sucked so hard.
So it just was showing our characters walking around the basement, and then it just transitioned into this shitty TV screen as if little Jeffrey Rush's sidekick upstairs was like watching this go down. I'm like, oh, I will watch a shitty movie and enjoy it. But something like that where I was like, that's not even what the fucking camera would look like and how it would.
It'd be right at eye level, like we're staring our characters right in the face.
In the eye. Like there's like we walk around and there's a camera following me. Like it's a fucking reality show.
So we bad transition to the tech and to Jeffrey Rush's tech in the tech room, watching everybody. Jeffrey Rush rushes in, pun intended. And then he's like,
why did you lock down the house?
Why did you lock down the house so early? He's like, that wasn't me. I thought it was you. And she's like, oh, it must be the wife. He constantly thinks that his wife is one-upping him at every turn.
House, dude.
But it's the house. And this is like, I don't know what kind of, this is a creepy ass fucking hospital.
I like it. Maybe that's why I like this movie so much. I probably hang out in a basement like that.
For some reason, there's like reflections of water on them, which makes it creepy. But like, I don't know where this water is.
But they're not in a sewer.
They're not in a sewer, but it looks like a sewer.
It looks like a sewer.
No, there's a flicking light around.
There's a flicking light, but where's that water?
Where's this water effect?
Where's that light source from that water?
And we do see the room that is like the demon room.
I had no fucking idea. Oh.
Right away. They walked by it. And I don't know what those creepy little effect is, like worms or something.
Worm. Well, I mean, that one looked like worms. I kind of know what they use for the other one.
But yeah, we just basically got introduced to the fact where this demon, the house demon.
The darkness
is hiding. And also not hiding very well. Like they let that thing out
like
so
the
easily.
First door.
Yeah, like it's right as you walk downstairs. I'm like, that's where it is.
At the bottom of the stairs. Yeah.
You're like, ooh, this little brick wall behind it that's cracked or whatever.
If you give me some sugar, but just it's at the bottom of the stairs, but no,
don't
make a
touch
left.
that one door because that is where we locked the demon.
Make a right at the demon door. Get the fuck out of
But
here.
don't worry, you can walk around down there. There's like some old creepy machines. There's
The heart.
that weird
Just
little
fucking-
spinny thing that drives you insane that they locked Jeffrey Rush in.
Oh yeah, it looks like a giant zoetrope that it was trying to basically just. It's a
You
fucking movie
basically
picture.
just get to look at all these like weird ass experiments this doctor was doing.
Yeah. So you do a little nickel tour right here.
Yeah, and everything's cobwebbed, and there are a few little fun scares when they're walking around down here. This thing.
Yeah. I don't also know like what the fucking point of them going downstairs. Oh, I guess they're trying to
They
just
turn
find
the
a way.
lights on, but they did that right away, and then they just continued to
No, I
explore.
think they're trying to look for a way out, right?
Yeah, they were trying to figure out if they could somehow unlock the lockdown thing, which you find out is actually upstairs in the attic.
Fucking no.
Yeah. But why not do the attic next? Like if we were in the house and like we do Edgar, I'm like, if we're in this situation and we're like, okay, let's check the basement out. Oh, basement's fucking creepy. Maybe let's not go in there anymore.
Not going in there. Ming, are we going downstairs? Absolutely not, she says.
We found where the demon's at. Let's not open it up.
Somebody mentions demon door to me, or the door where they keep the darkness
The darkness, whatever we're calling it.
at the bottom of this
The haunted house.
before any of the other rooms. That's the first room that's introduced.
Yeah, the first fucking room is the room where it's at. It's hidden in there.
Oh, so they were doing the nickel tour. Ellie
Allie Lauder and Tay Diggs.
Tay Diggs walk away for 1 second. They walk one room over, and then from the sensory deprivation tank, essentially, and then they turn around. Chris Kattan and Jeffrey Rush are gone, and they're like, "Wait, guys, they're literally just around the corner. Like
Yeah.
we could have caught up.
Yeah.
There's only
it isn't-
one other way they could have gone. These guys aren't. These guys should not have survived.
No. No,
These
no,
main
no.
characters.
And now, like, Ellie Lauder's doing this, like, thing, like, again, a badass female, which I like. And she's like, let me just check these wires.
No,
No.
unacceptable.
Don't do that. You're not an electrician.
Not even unacceptable. That's not how it works.
Yeah. And she's just, like, sticks her hand in this fucking creep. I'm like, no, we're not doing this.
Would have been dead.
Dead. She would have been electrocuted. Not even the ghosts are getting her.
Wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna look at the green wire. I'm gonna look
She's
at this
like,
black wire.
Oh,
Let me stick my hand in where I can't see,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna touch a bunch of things together.
This wire hooks up to this wire and power to the whole house. Because that's where it's been this whole fucking time.
Yeah, not the fucking
Not in a regular circuit board.
not the fuse box where Chris Kattan turned on all the lights on.
No, it's this room. Wherever
This
they're
one.
at.
They're random. Yeah,
But now we get the like, oh, are
a little
they-
sexual tension. Yeah.
These two characters, they might end up together.
I mean, he did just touch her without her consent.
He did. He grabbed her butt.
Yeah. Ming's just like,
She- yeah, and she was like, "Hey there," but then was like, "I kind of like you." I don't know. It's
yeah,
just
hey there.
stupid.
It's okay as long as I sort of like
You're like,
you.
you're kind of hot, so it's
Yeah,
fine. But it's not
It's not.
consent. People always ask for consent.
Hmm.
So these two are kind of getting to know each other now. They like, so what brings you here?
Oh, so yeah, because where are we at right now? We're at what 30 minutes into this fucking movie.
Yeah,
We
like
still haven't gotten
45.
one ghost.
But to be fair, if you're alone in that creepy ass basement, it's a little spooky. But this is the fun. This is the parts of it that I do enjoy, where there's a creepy ghost playing tricked on her, formed as Eddie.
I mean, that's great, but
Yes.
but apparently, like these ghosts go from fucking 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Yeah.
Because was it Melissa Marr? Does not survive
No.
much longer.
No.
Melissa Marr gets done away with very, very fucking quickly and fucking gruesomely. I will give it to this movie, like for its cheesiness, like some of the effects are fucking great. Like when her body's on display later, fucking
Yes.
awesome.
Amazing.
What they do away with the tech, you're gonna find out in a little bit. Fucking loved his fucking missing fucking face.
So good.
So fucking good.
So good. And I do enjoy this short scene right here where she is following the ghost that's disguised as Eddie. And she's mad. She's like, why are you fucking with me?
I mean, yeah, it could have been fucking good if like we were just getting ghosts fucking with people for a lot of the movie. But this is the only part where
Yeah, this is the only.
I guess maybe it was trying to lure into the fucking.
Do you think it was trying to possibly drown her, or was it just playing a prank on her? Because, like you said, they escalate very quickly. The next girl just gets it.
Next girl just fucking got. So I'm like, but then again, If you would have done some, I don't know why I keep harking back on fucking 13 Ghosts, but just like, specific ghost characters, different ghosts could have had different motives,
And that is the fun thing about 13 Ghosts. There are different motives. Whereas this one, there isn't. I do like him jumping into this like tub of blood. Oh. Where did they get this tub? I was going to
say like, what? Oh, because it's the morgue. Oh, yeah. But now that makes sense to me.
It makes sense. But I guess the ghosts put it there. Unless this tub of blood has just stayed here this whole time.
Yeah, exactly. No. This is, at this point, 40-year-old fucking blood. Oh, it would fucking reek.
Yeah, it'd be so bad. And she just dives right in to save him.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I'm going to get you, Eddie.
Oh, she loves
Why'd
Eddie.
You jump in there?
100%. Eddie, you're my only ticket out of here.
Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking, I was like, maybe it was trying to like shove her in there to drown her in the blood. But then you get the real Eddie that's just standing there watching her do this. He's like, what are you doing?
That's fucking great. It's just like, so what the fuck do I have my hands on?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's
good.
amazing. Like, that's cool.
I thought she was going to pull out a fucking body, like, really quick. Like,
that would have been a good touch.
100%.
And then she's like, what the fuck was just trying to drown me in blood?
Oh, I'd be fucking traumatized. Yeah. And she seems really clean after that.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't just take a fucking...
She does have like a towel with a little bit of blood on it, but yeah.
She took a fucking bath.
She did. And then Famke's just look at that little towel she has. Like, it's not nearly as bloody as it should be.
I'm assuming this bar was installed after the or after the Great Fire. Like,
you think?
Because I'm like,
or was the fire only in the basement? I don't know. Yeah. Nothing checks out in this movie.
Nothing.
You really start to like dissect it like we are.
No, nothing, because it just other than it looks really good to have a nice conversation piece.
Exactly. This is a great scene where the characters are talking.
Right here. The rotten core at the bottom of this place. Like, it's death by corrosion. So
death by corrosion.
Yeah, I didn't the first and the second time I didn't realize that Chris Kattan just gives it all away in the first part of this fucking movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you're just trying to figure out what I think's happening.
Like, no, this was a great little part right here. The setup, the layout, the composition, or at least when there's more than one character. Chris Kattan turns back. Famke Jenssen's looking from behind the bar. What's this guy's name? Dr. Blackburn, played by
which is her boyfriend, her lover,
played by Peter Gallagher.
Peter Gallagher, yeah. Okay, so now Little Miss Celebrity is venturing into the basement by herself.
So Melissa Marr, played by Bridget Wilson, married to Peter Sampras, the great tennis player.
Okay.
So after she doesn't act much after this, I think she did.
She's like, she's been in. I've seen her in a few other things. She was in not Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, there you go.
Teacher.
And then she was in Mortal Kombat as Sonya Blade.
Yeah, so she's just wandering around the basement. There is a cool effect with her little camera that I like when she's looking into. We're going to see it right now.
This was actually dope. Cool. I do love this.
Exactly. So she's looking into this old hospital room, and there's no one there. But when she looks in the camera, she can see him, the doctor. This is like the one time we see him.
No, we see him a couple other times.
A few more, yeah. But like he's operating.
She's seen Jeffrey Combs, the Dr. Vanica, operate on the camera. But when she looks at the room, there's nobody there. And it's funny because sometimes in ghost movies they do the opposite, where they see the ghost, but they don't see anything on the camera.
Yeah.
I do.
So I like it.
And I do like, for a second, everybody just stops what they're doing in the room.
Stare at her. It's so eerie. See, that
good.
is like, oh yeah, that's so fucking cool. And it's just where she gets it.
Yeah.
Just, you're done.
But,
I liked it.
So we get like a little like quick fast cut montage of like all these fucking creepy ass fucking ghosts and demons and whatnot. But
that apparently live in the house.
We never fucking brought up ever again.
Nope. You see them once.
They look so good though.
They look great. That's what I think. Again, I was like, I feel like I always liked this movie, and I watch it and I'm not sure. But there's those little things. I'm like, that's why. It was cool.
Because I think a lot of people use some of those scenes for like little montages about talking about horror movies and whatnot. But like, I never knew what that was from until watching this fucking thing. But it's only brought up for a fucking second. I never see that fucking chatterer thing ever again after this scene.
No, we don't see that guy ever again.
The only thing I do like I do like that. So they find Melissa Marr's camera and the blood streak, and how the blood streak is just streaked all over the walls and just runs into the ceiling and just disappears. Like she was just, what was it?
And then Allie Lauder has a good line where she just says like, "Oh, where did she?" Like everyone's like, "Well, where did she go? She disappeared in the air." And she goes, "No, she disappeared into the house."
You do know this movie.
Yeah, I do. But again, on this, like the house collects bodies. I guess it collects its demons.
The darkness collects souls.
Yeah, it collects souls. It's like a ghost ship.
Yeah.
It's a ghost house.
Yeah, you're right
which
to
is
that.
not what the original is at all. So this is why they took it like, okay.
There seems to be a lot of, motives for a lot of, supernatural evil that we come across in some of these movies. Is just like they collect souls because either they eat souls or live off of souls, or
Well, when we meet the thing later, that's what it is. It's a collection of souls.
literally
It's literally what it is.
Literally, it's just a bunch of bullshit fucking.
It's a bullshit fucking
It's a
CGI
fucking-
black bulb full of souls.
So I was reading about that, and apparently there was actually something there.
It looks like one of those when you go to the hospital, they're like, "What does this look like to you?"
It was
You're
inspired.
like, I think it's a monkey.
It's inspired by Rorschach paintings
There you
or
go.
whatever, but they superimposed all the images of all the characters on there, and it's supposed to look like that. But apparently there was actually something there that they superimposed. So there's something on camera.
Oh,
Where
and then
they
they put it.
They superimposed
You
all
can't
those
tell.
images on there because they didn't want to use any special effects, they said, or CG effects.
Well,
But
it looks terrible.
It looks like the worst CG effect, unfortunately.
It looks like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. That's why. That's one of my biggest gripes with this
I know
fucking
it's
movie.
really it's yeah, and we'll get there. It's so stupid.
But then again, we come back
Oh, they're back in the bar.
at the bar. And what should you do in a bar? We have some drinks, have some little conversation. Jeffrey Rush is doing what Jeffrey Rush does.
Jeffrey Rush thinks his wife is like fucking with everybody. Like, so now I feel like now they're getting a little bit bothered. Wouldn't you agree? They're higher. And then we get to this point where you were saying like he's going to go check on his little pal. And then we see what has happened to him. And that's when like people are like, oh, sort of.
I mean, they're trying to blame Jeffrey Rush. Is like, look, like I had nothing to do with this. It must be her. Think the tension's wrapping it up, and she's like, it's obviously you because you're the fucking eccentric fucking millionaire with all the fucking pranks and bullshit. And then she pulls out the gun. Turns out the gun is not full of blanks. And Jeffrey Rush plays it fucking straight. Like he's fucking shocked.
He's like, holy shit.
I think he's
bullets.
acting. He's
You
good.
think he's an actor?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be the highest paid one in this one.
43, was it? They played 19 million, whatever. Like, yeah. I mean,
and he's a fantastic, like, Vincent Price, I guess, because that's what he's going for.
with the neckerchief and everything, right? Yeah.
And this is the part where Famke's like, I'm gonna go to bed.
I would have loved it if Chris Kattan-Pritchard's character fucking used the line they used in the original. Is like, these guns aren't going to save you from
Yeah,
the goat.
I
They should have
know.
fucking put it in.
Oh.
So everybody's going to look for, Tay Diggs and Ali Larder are going to look for a way out.
Mhm.
Chris Kattan's going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Blackburn's going to look for Melissa Marr, but
Here it
Melissa Marr
is.
is dead. That's good.
Jeffrey Rush goes to check on his little buddy, and his entire skull has just been carved out like
His
an ice cream cone.
face, exactly.
Yeah,
His
like
face
ice
has
cream
been
scoop,
fucking
I mean.
scooped the fuck out.
And then, okay, this is a good little.
100%. He looks over at the video camera, and then there we got Dr. Vanek fucking doing a little jig at the bar with his giant fucking, I don't know what you call it, bone saw. Looks great.
He's walking creepy.
He's
I love
walking
it.
creepy, which I think you do that effect by like walking backwards and playing it
I think
forwards.
so, yeah.
It's so good. But quick question: if they would have stayed in the one room, would have they survived?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Nothing seemed to be really attacking them in the bar area.
Yeah, I think if you just would have stayed in the living room, you just could have like,
We could just be like, hey guys, let's just have some drinks and chill out here for the night.
yeah.
But that doesn't solve the issue of them being locked in the house.
No, but I mean, hopefully in the morning they would have been let out or it would have released. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Because I
Like,
don't think it's on a timer. You
it's
know?
not on a timer. Exactly. So like the whole idea of like them having like a choice in it,
They didn't have a choice.
they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
And also, even if they would, like you said, like, why don't we all just hang out in the living room? Like, why are we fucking going into this dumb basement? We found the demon room. Let's just not go in it.
And our demon room's already uncovered. Like, it's not like they find the demon room later. It's like, it was obviously walled up. But it's walled up, or it was walled up, but all the bricks are already knocked down, and we just got a fucking creepy ass fucking bleeding door.
Don't go near it.
Don't go next to the bleeding door.
Why is this door bleeding? Leave it alone. But no, they all run downstairs because they're like, something's weird happening. There's like electricity surge. I don't know how they all decided that that's
well, because the power surging. So it's just like the power surging, something must be drawing electricity. Well, let's go to the electroshock room where Xena on the top.
Xena is now hooked up to this electric shock machine.
And she's doing the Watusi doing to the electric number.
And they're all trying to turn it off.
It takes them fucking forever.
It takes them forever. She would be fucking dead. I don't care. Oh, basically what we're going to find out is this is all part of their fucking ploy to try, at least the Famke and then the doctor.
Blackburn.
I don't know what kind of drug you can take to make it seem like you didn't just get electrocuted.
But also,
right?
I would have done the whole thing where like, I'm the doctor. I took her pulse. She dead.
Yeah.
Shut up. Close your eyes. Stay asleep.
Like, at least in the original, you can fake a hanging and be like, oh, okay. This one, I was like, damn.
Can you fake a hanging? How easily can you fake?
Well, remember she had that little corset on?
A little harness
that they hooked up, and and it was believable. I'm like, okay, I was like, how the fuck did they electrocute this woman for like at least 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
How long was she down there being electrocuted before they figured it out?
Yeah, like I would have been...
like an hour. And then they couldn't stop it. And I was like, okay.
I do like how they couldn't stop it right away. Like, there's way too many switches in that fucking room. Yes. There should just be one switch that says
and then
power here.
They take off the thing, and blood immediately comes out of her mouth, which means internal bleeding, which means you're fucked.
This is my gripe with the healthcare system. Is like, you go into these fucking doctors' offices. There's so many fucking apparatuses and fucking buttons and shit. And like, I need an on and I need an off button, because like, what if I'm stuck in a fucking insane asylum and I gotta
turn this machine off
100%
because someone's being electrocuted.
Obamacare is what it is. No, I'm sorry. It's off. It's awful. No, I'm sorry.
No, the insurance in this country is wild. We've been talking a lot about it lately.
No. But also, she would have been her head would have been charred.
I know. That's what I mean. It's just like,
nobody stopped to be like, yeah, there's no burn marks.
Yeah. Like, you can't just take like a sleeping pill and just like wake up later like, I'm okay. Like,
yeah, wait a minute, because she's supposed to act like she's dead.
Yeah.
But then she's supposed to act like she's being electrocuted, then play dead. But then she also took the sleeping pill before that. So,
or whatever, because
sorry. Now, see, every time we run into these little things, I'm just be like,
all right, and okay. They locked Jeffrey Rush.
I'm gonna put in a fucking buzzer noise. Be like, no continuity error.
They put Jeffrey Rush in the little deprivation tank.
It's kind of like a deprivation tank and a zoetrope put together. So it's a zoetrope, kind of like one of the old systems of moving pictures. If you play a bunch of pictures in succession in motion at the same time, fluttering, it looks like it is in motion. And this one has a fucking strobe light in it, so it's fucking intense. But essentially, you're standing in the middle of it, and as the picture revolves around you, it plays. And if for some reason the only image this fucking thing has is Jeffrey Combs in a butler outfit playing fucking basketball, which is
fantastic.
Fucking bonkers. Like, I don't know why.
That's such a great touch.
Why the fuck? That alone be like, yeah, that fucking drive me a little fucking
I don't know
cuckoo.
why, but I think it's fucking amazing. Like, why does he have a basketball?
Yeah. Fucking banana.
Like, whose choice was this?
Yeah, it's fucking, that was a little fucking weird. But, and the whole point of this is that, what was the saying Chris Kattan says? Like, they tried to, whatever would make a crazy person, a sane person crazy would make a crazy person sane. Yeah.
So that's what they were trying to do in this thing, was basically out crazy someone.
Yeah.
Like, make someone,
or
put someone through so much shit that it would make them sane.
Yeah.
Which is not effective.
Not how
Please, no one do that.
I mean, you know what? Scared straight. Kinda. Yeah.
Scared straight.
Kinda worked.
It's like, hey, you gonna smoke that cigarette? You gonna smoke a pack of cigarettes?
No, hold my pocket. No. That's not. Yeah. That sort of fucking work. All right, but regardless, like that's not how it fucking works. And that, like, I already deal with motion sickness, and Mink can attest. She's already fucking sick of me just getting sick all fucking time for just a little bit of that. I would fucking throw up so fucking hard in that room.
It's like a little fun house in there, but it's not fun.
I do like it how every time they're down a hallway, I have no idea where the fuck they are.
Once again, I've said this before, I would like blueprints to these places. Yeah, I need to know how this is laid out because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, that's part of it.
I know.
So,
but they're in the basement still. That's what I mean. This whole hospital is in the basement.
This from the outside view, from the establishing shots, it looks like it's fucking 10, 20 stories high, built into the fucking mountain for some reason.
It does. Okay, so Jeffrey Rush in this crazy little insane thing. I like this scene. I like what happens here. I think it's fucking creepy. I like him in the basketball.
Why the fuck?
I don't know why he has a basketball, but I also like it when he gets dropped into like the tank part and he's in the water, and you get that. We're gonna get it real quick. That creepy lady. I have to remember correctly, but the only thing that I thought what was gonna happen here was that an actual ghost was gonna come out. All we have is Jeffrey Rush is fucking passing out. Yeah.
Because I guess the ghosts were like, yo, that's intense enough. We did that shit when we were alive.
We're like, that guy has a basketball.
Yeah, that shit's fucking rough.
Yeah. But now,
that's
this
right.
part.
Yeah,
I like this part a lot because now we're getting into, I guess, Jeffrey Rush's psyche almost.
He's flipping the fuck out.
He's imagining that he's back in this psychiatric care. He's hooked up to some wild machine.
Yeah, I don't really get this part too much. Like, yeah, it looks like a bad music
like a
video.
Fever dream, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. That's great. That's actually a great way to describe it.
Yeah. So I like the fever dream part of this. I just think the effects are cool. I think they have some cool things.
I liked this part. I didn't like the whole setup to this part. But yeah, I guess he's visiting the fucking ghost, or he's on the haunted house side or some shit like that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. There's no explanation as to why he's going through this other than...
Well, the ghosts are fucking torturing him?
Ghosts are torturing him. Because it's also never brought up ever again.
Yeah.
What he went through. We just go right back into whatever they were doing. So there's no point in us seeing Jeffrey Rush do this other than it's just some cool Jeffrey Rush stuff.
I mean, unless the ghosts were fucking haunting him.
I don't know, but I like the scene coming up where you just see her, like, there's no face anymore. It's just mouth and teeth, and it scares him.
I mean, I would have liked this if, like, this is the way somebody was fucking
gonna die,
knocked off.
Yeah, but it's not. Like I said, it's just like some weird dream he's having. Like you said, is he visiting the ghosts, or is he getting haunted,
or is he showing how some of them died? Like,
not really.
The creepy nurse was cool. Oh, it's a volleyball.
We were wrong. Sorry. And then it's his head. Ah!
Yeah, but see, that's so then it's like a dream inside a dream.
And then it's Famke's holding his dead head, and he's just losing his fucking mind in this thing. But once again, that's it.
He's fucking losing. He's having a fucking seizure.
But he doesn't come out of it crazy. He doesn't. He just comes out of, like, when they find, you know what I mean?
No, because it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Courtney, listen, this thing doesn't fucking work.
It's a big fucking picture show. It does not.
He's like, he's just in there tripping out.
Yeah. We established very early on. We don't think your shit works. Oh, this is where they find. This is the
correlation. They were supposed to believe that they're all, like, related to someone in the house or something, right?
But does that work?
Look, because Jensen. Because remember, her name is supposed to be Jennifer Jensen.
Oh, but she took her boss's invite. Right. Okay, so yeah.
So apparently her boss was related to a nurse. And then apparently a few other people, everyone was related to someone in here, except for Taye Diggs, because he was like, I was adopted.
But does that mean Lauren and Price were also... No, because we're only talking about the guests.
Yes.
And then they find out that Dr. Blackburn wasn't actually on the guest list.
Right.
And it doesn't turn out that Chris Kattan's fucking adopted?
No, Taye Diggs.
Taye Diggs is adopted.
Yeah, so it doesn't make any sense that he was there anyway, because he's not blood related to anyone that was killed in the hospital.
Oh, well, fucking the ghost didn't do the 23andMe on this one. Yeah.
The ghost didn't do its research. It can only just go into your computer and write guest lists. He's like, oh shit, that Tay Diggs? I meant the other one.
Oh.
The one that lives on Downing Street or whatever.
Well, was it the wrong? We got the wrong Eddie. We got the other Eddie that still was a pro baseball player. Ooh.
The little demon sitting in its room. Ooh, I got it wrong. And then Chris Kattan or Pritchard is just being like, the house is mad. Da 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 da. He's just very drunk, which is like the other character, the original character. Oh yeah, so this is when Jay's like, why is it Blackburn on here? And so yeah, I guess that is what we're led to believe, is that they're all related to someone that got murdered in the hospital.
Yeah, but that plotline also goes nowhere.
Exactly.
Other than the house, I guess the house might have been, or the ghost might have been mad at the people that survived because everybody was supposed to die, because maybe their grandparents were fucking awful people, or their relatives were fucking awful people. Maybe I'll buy that.
Mm-hmm. And now he's like, Blackburn going to check on his girlfriend.
We got a little necrophilia vibes here.
Yeah.
Trigger warning if anybody doesn't want to get felt up while they're dead.
Or unconscious. Yeah. He also did not consent to that. Just because they're apparently in a relationship doesn't mean you can kiss an unconscious woman or person.
Yeah, because she's still... Yeah, she's
unconscious.
I thought she was awake at this point.
No,
because
he's feeling her up. He's going too far. Mm-hmm. Absolutely too far.
Because then he gives her like the revival drug or whatever.
Poppers. Gives her the poppers.
The adrenaline or whatever.
So I guess I forgot about this. Maybe she did absolutely need him. Maybe she took an even harder drug that made that more believable, because he actually had to inject her with something.
She had to play like she was being electrocuted.
Right. I don't know. Whatever. We're leaving it.
Oh, they were just trying to get somebody to kill him. They weren't trying to get...
There wasn't like the original where they very like specifically was like, we got to make sure this lady thinks, or make her believe that she's losing her fucking mind and she'll just kill anyone. They're just hoping that someone was going to kill Jeffrey Rush. Like maybe Eddie, maybe that one girl.
I mean, if you're trying to pull a fucking...
They don't have a very good plan.
Well, no, if they're trying to pull a murder, I mean, she's suspicious that Melissa Marr is missing because they figured any of them...
Which is totally correct.
Well, any of them could be a spy for her husband trying to basically unravel their fucking plan. And I do kind of like how things just get escalated really, really fucking quick. But I also don't understand how this plays into her fucking plan, because she's just saying like, if Melissa Marr might be spying on them, then we need another fucking body.
Yeah.
How does that play out?
I know. It's like, do we?
Was there
just fucking start stabbing him?
Was her plan to just be like, unless she's gonna try to blame it on him?
But she doesn't.
I don't know. We never got that far. Because I really don't understand what her...
Your fingerprints all over that.
Yeah, fingerprints are all over.
It's so stupid. She just stabbed him, fingerprints all over the murder weapon, left it right next to his body, and then was like, well, I'm out of here.
And also, if she was going to use him, then like get him to fucking murder everybody else.
Maybe it was electricity like really fucked with her.
She's just going.
And she's like,
she went crazy. Murder. Oh, that would have been good. Maybe she actually dies during the fake out and gets possessed by a ghost. I'll fucking buy that.
Okay.
Or the darkness. And
then once again, we're trying to make this movie a little
trying to make it work. $5 says they remake it in the next few years.
It's based off this 100% alone. Tay Diggs and Ally Lauder are still trying to fucking get those steel fucking windows open.
Yeah, I would have bought that if these people were related to the people that came to the house in the 59 version. Like, that would have fucking played up. I would have done that.
That's cool. Yeah.
As opposed to just add on to it, but make the house haunted. Because our house was haunted, I think, in the OG one. But the ghosts don't do anything.
We think it was haunted, but the ghosts don't do anything because it was just Vincent Price with his little puppet.
Yeah.
But that's right, because the house took Blackburn's body.
No, I think it's...
Did it?
Didn't Famke just move it?
Do we see his body again?
She actually sawed off his head.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah. That's right. She let Jeffrey Rush out and then stuck.
Oh, I guess that's what her deal was. Her deal was that she was gonna play up the fact that Price was the murderer.
Yes.
And like if he murdered his wife, then he murdered Blackburn.
Yes, but I don't think that was ever her.
Well, he's trying to get them to fear for their lives.
Yes. But I don't think that was ever her initial plan. Remember, she was freaking out. She's like, we need another body. And then she just kind of lost it.
There's the bleeding door.
There's a bleeding door where the demon's hiding.
Stay away from
They showed us again.
Yeah. But for some reason, there was no bricks in front of it this time. No, that wasn't her original plan. I think it was just she was improvising.
Yes, she was. That's a good word for it. But also, she panicked.
She panicked. She's like, the plan isn't going the way she wanted it to
because of that one girl who actually died.
One girl's missing.
Yeah. Because in her head, she's like, Sarah, the celebrity.
If that girl's missing, it's not going according to plan. She's not where she's supposed to be.
Exactly. Because no one believes it's the house.
Yeah.
Yet.
They sort of don't know. They're freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Ellie Lardner looks fucking. She does that wide-eyed, I'm freaked the fuck out thing.
I always think of her from Final Destination.
Oh, this is where. This is where Jeffrey Rush gets it. So Ellie Lardner is looking. She's in the exhibits room, bodies exhibit at the bottom of the stairs, next to the bleeding fucking door. And then Jeffrey Rush pops the fuck out, gives a little spook. He just wakes up from his fucking seizure nap. Yeah.
Seizure nap, fever dream nap. He has no idea what's going on.
He's fucking covered in blood. I mean, I guess this was the whole thing, right? Where they're just trying to scare her to death and she shoots somebody. But also, like, he's obviously not going to do anything because he looks fucking
fucked.
Yeah, he looks fucked up.
You could just be like, all right, Jeffrey Rush, sit down. Let me go get the others.
Yeah. And she doesn't fucking shoot him once. She unloads the fucking clip on him. And it becomes this fucking dramatic fucking over the top fucking with the orchestra music, just like dun, 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 dun.
She misses at first.
Yeah, exactly. Wait. She misses. He's still alive. That's where she should have woken up and just like, oh shit, I almost killed somebody.
Exactly. You just shot a gun, but then she unloads.
Then she's like, oh, I missed. And then she fucking unloads.
I missed him.
Usually when somebody shoots like a warning shot, everybody's like, oh, all right.
Everyone's like, oh, fuck, this is serious.
She only gets off. There should be like 12 shots. And she would have
shot Chris and Tay if there were still bullets in there. There's no more bullets. But as soon as she turned around, she'd be like, chook, 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 chook. Yeah, I've never shot a gun, but I can imagine it's loud.
It's fucking loud.
And probably very intense.
I do like that she misses the first time. Yeah, that's fun.
And then
his face, he was like, what?
He was like, what? Yeah, he literally turned around and he goes, did you just shoot me? Shoot at me? And then just boom, 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 boom. He's like, can you not tell that I'm clearly distressed?
I'm fucking disoriented. I don't know where the fuck I am.
She's like, no, you killed everyone. And then here we go. She's like, yes, they shot my husband. My plan has worked. Pomka's rolling up in her nasty ass. Purple, though. She is wearing purple. I want to point that out.
Oh, it's supposed to be like in the color version? Where
I don't know. But yeah, in the color version, she has that really rich purple dress.
Yeah.
She does in this as well. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but I liked it.
I do like this whole blood gown because her dress just starts to be like saturated in blood from fucking murdering. Walking around and murdering.
And this is one thing. This is my favorite line. She goes, I just want you to know that I've always loved your man. And that's when he wakes up and then shit just gets loose.
Shit gets real.
Shit gets real.
Yeah.
Because guess what, guys? Jeffrey Rush has a bulletproof vest on. And he wakes up and he starts beating her up.
Yeah, it's trigger warning for...
It's trigger warning because that's not okay, ever. Yeah, he just starts tossing her around, which is now, again... this lovely placement of the demon door.
But I do love this. Like he's like, I'm fucking Stephen fucking Price.
I'm Stephen fucking Price.
He had a bulletproof vest and he had squibs.
Squibs too.
So
to make it look like he was getting shot.
To make it look like he was getting fucking shot. And this is what gave me the idea for like, if he just pulled a bunch of pranks in the entire haunted house. Yeah, like that would have been fucking great, you know?
He would have been great if he just was a prankster.
Yeah, because that's what he fucking does.
Yeah.
It works.
But I guess they made a wrong turn picking this house, picking the demon house or whatever, house in Haunted Hill. Because what happens, guys, guess what happens? He throws her through the bloody demon door, unleashing this weird-ass fucking creature ghost.
Well, I guess he just really pushes her a couple of times. He doesn't really beat her as much as he just.
And also, what a flimsy-ass little door.
Oh, that was like made of. It was
That
made
was
of
nothing.
Particle board, obviously.
It was drywall.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden Jeffrey Rush is like, wait, this room's real fucking spooky.
I like how he's just like, oh, this room ain't right.
Like, oh no, this room, ooh, it's coming alive.
So that's not CG. That's done with magnets, I believe.
Which is cool.
I love it. It
I
works.
like that a lot. And then you get this brief moment where he's like, you need to get up
You
now.
need to get up. All of a sudden, I'm
sorry I
concerned
was
for
just
your
beating you up.
well-being. Yeah.
Sorry about beating you up, but you need to stand up because this thing's going to get you.
Yeah.
So now we get to see the house come alive, I guess. This is the house itself coming alive.
The darkness.
The demon.
Death by corrosion.
And it's weird. I hate it so much.
It's bad. First time I saw this, I was like, no, this is why
it immediately eats Famke.
The effects on it, the whole bleeding, the whole thing that it does just does not work. It is bad early 2000s. It did not age well.
It hasn't aged well at all. And it's just not scary.
No. That was the other thing. I see a lot of boobs back there, though.
There's a lot of boobs.
A lot of boobs back
And I
there.
guess it just sucks the life out of you. Zombie hand.
But even that, the whole melting into the darkness, the death by corrosion, I guess that's what it is. It just doesn't look... Yeah. Especially for all the other effects that look great in this movie. No.
Sorry. Oh, here we go. This is where you finally get to see Sarah, the celebrity, her cut up dead body. So they didn't suck the life out of her. They cut her up.
Oh, yeah. They fucking chopped the shit.
Chopped her up. They like chopped off one of her boobs.
They opened her up. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Yeah. It's cool. That's cool.
But then we come back to the fucking demon door.
The demon door, and it's crawling out now.
And I wasn't even led to believe like the demon door was going to be a fucking thing. You know what also doesn't play up is that, like, all right, so there's supposed to be something there. You could sort of see.
Yeah, I didn't know this. So I'm trying.
It's the perspective.
Yes.
The perspective doesn't work because like you're looking at it. It's sort of in the background, but the superimposed images are just flat on the screen.
Yes. So there's no dimension. There's no body to it.
Yeah, there you go.
And this thing is it's like I said, it's a collection of all of the death in the house.
Yeah, play it up.
And now it's basically like, all right, I've been let out. I'm going to go kill all these motherfuckers.
Which also, if I'm a fucking demon and the darkness that lives inside the house, the fucking... Yeah.
That's a great question, Ming. Who put it there?
Put it there. And
who
and
locked that door down?
And the door's not going to keep me out.
Yeah.
I'm fucking ethereal. I'm fucking...
You're literally air, right?
Yeah.
Like you came from the walls.
I'm a fucking force of nature.
How are you trapped in this room?
This fucking cheap-ass door.
You're apparently killing ladies and dragging them through the house. Why are you trapped in this room?
But also, I feel like this lives outside of all the other ghosts. Like, maybe. This is something separate.
The separate entity.
Yeah.
So, like, it's chasing Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah, up the stairs because we know where it was living at the fucking bottom of the stairs.
And then it gets Chris Kattan right away.
I mean, that looked kind of it looked good for a second, then it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. It looked good grabbing
because
him.
Also
then it goes back downstairs.
Yeah, which I also don't understand. Oh, it got somebody. Now it's got to eat him, and then it's go back.
And then he's gonna come back. It needs a second to eat.
Much like I like to eat my food in my bedroom. That's fine.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I like. I get it, but I just not expecting it from the demon.
Yeah. I mean, I understand how Harley Ladder would be freaking the fuck out because she's just traumatized from just shooting a person. Then that person just walks up, runs up to her,
and then
see, a door's not gonna hold me. So
that wood door ain't got shit.
So the darkness just fucking tears through the fucking door.
Exactly. So why was it being kept in the one room?
There you go.
Buzzer. We don't know. Moving along.
Yeah. And then things escalate very quickly.
And now it's starting to destroy itself. Or
what the fuck was that? Yeah,
because it's
looks pretty good from this angle.
If I squint my eyes, it looks nice.
Yeah, it looks like a giant fucking mouth.
Yeah, it did. But like I said, now it's crawling.
See, but it just jumps to different things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, you guys.
Yeah, it didn't age well, but yeah, it's...
Also, why aren't they just fucking running somewhere else? Like, why are they watching
Well, this is the first time Taye Diggs and Eiley Larder see the darkness, and they're just kind of in shock. But Jeffrey Rush got the fuck out of there.
And then again, it's just like, now I'm gonna
blow up
play pranks on.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with everybody. It looked like a giant mouth on the hallway, and then it cuts to them being an ink blob again, and then it absorbed into the floor, and then exploded the hallway. So, because we need their characters to run up to the attic for the big scene.
We are in the attic now, or Jeffrey Rush is in the attic, right?
Yeah. Also, I don't know why Chris Kattan didn't know all these fucking mechanisms were.
Exactly.
Whatever.
That's why again we're just gotta move past it. But he does know where everything is because he saves them.
In a second.
Chris Kattan
Spoiler alert.
Chris Kattan ghost saves Tay and Allie.
Yeah.
So basically, Chris Kattan's a fucking asshole.
Wait, no.
And knew how to get out of this house.
Oh, I mean, I guess he figures it out now. But
you could tell about Jeffrey Rush just being like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, like he's
like the look on his face. He's like, "Are you serious?"
Well, he's trying to get out. And then he does it accidentally when he accidentally triggers something. Oh, they're not in the attic yet. Oh,
well, Jeffrey is. These two aren't yet. He's like, "Come on, you guys! I found a way out."
You have no idea what he's yelling through.
Yeah.
He's just like
where he is, what he's yelling through, makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
These idiots. You sit here and you go, "Yeah, I guess I'll just accept it."
So for a second, the ink blob stops.
Reaches out as Sarah.
Yeah, a Sarah or
Yeah, it was Sarah. To be
I thought her name was Melissa Marr or Sarah Marr.
Oh, that's a character's name. It was Sarah, but yes, Melissa. That was the actress.
Yeah.
The celebrity. She was basically like, "Oh, was that her name?" You know what? It doesn't matter.
Her real name is Bridget Wilson.
That might be Allie Larder's name.
Oh yeah! Oh, you reached out to Sarah. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
No, it's okay. It's really not important.
Sarah Wolf is our Larder's name. Yeah, we should have established at the beginning. But I like to call people by their actor's name just so we know who we're fucking talking about.
Yeah, we give them the credit they deserve.
Yeah.
So, and then now this like little spooky demon thing is like, no, you guys can't leave. And I guess this is time for like, oh, it's so bad.
It looks pretty
horrible. Jeffrey Rush, I guess, takes one for the team and like pushes Allie Lauder out of the way. And then Jeffrey gets eaten by the demon.
No, he doesn't. He gets because it sucks the life out of him. Yeah,
sucks the life out of him. But quickly, he didn't have to take him back down to the basement.
You know what? You know what this demon doesn't take? Checks. All right, the
paper.
Paper.
He just wants blood. They're trying to get out. This fucking thing just falls right. All right, Tay Diggs pushes Allie Lauder out. She gets out.
Which is like a weird moment for...
So, they are seaside. I wasn't making it up.
No, I remember that part.
I don't.
But it was a weird thing that like Jeffrey Rush would save Allie Lauder at the end. Like he has a sort of a redeeming moment. He's not a piece of shit. He just acts like one. And
he didn't need to do that.
Yeah. He could have survived.
This is where you like there's a little bit of comic relief when Tay Diggs does the whole like I was adopted. Like you're supposed to be like, oh, okay, that's a joke. I do remember finding that kind of funny. Because he was never related to anyone, which is this whole... Which is like the whole thing, I guess?
No, it's not a whole thing. It's just a fucking...
We don't know anymore.
Yeah. I was adopted.
I was adopted. And here's Chris Kattan Ghost.
Oh, well, that's why Chris Kattan saves him.
Yeah. Chris Kattan Ghost opens up the door just in time, and Allie Lauder grabs him.
Oh, apparently the ghosts can't deal with sunlight? Kind of thing?
I don't know. And they made it.
Oh, you know what?
And then just goes back downstairs.
Yeah, I appreciate that. They didn't defeat the ghost. They just got out.
So it's still in there.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's fair. But just like don't open the house again. It's
Ever.
still locked down.
Yeah. You tear it down, build a school.
Build a school.
Yeah.
On top of the demon house.
It's funny because they do make it a sunrise.
It a sunrise.
Allie Lauder
and then
see something
behold,
right in the window. Oh.
There is an envelope full of $1 million checks. So not only do they get $1 million each, they get to split like what, $7 million?
At least 5.
At least $5 million.
How many checks are in there?
All made out to cash.
I was gonna say, are they made out to cash? Because if you didn't post date it the wrong day, it would have sucked.
Jeffrey Rush didn't sign these. God damn it!
It'd be great if it was a fucking prank. Just like
they're bubblegum checks.
Yeah, or fucking invisible ink. They disappear. Oh,
are you kidding me? But this is like the happy ending. They made it out. They got the money.
I don't even know if I would be that elated to be like, I got fucking money after almost being fucking murdered.
Yeah, I don't.
It's exactly the second part I was going to say.
This is a tall ass fucking house, and they show you them sitting up there.
That's literally the last line of the movie.
Is how do we get down from here? They don't. They don't have cell phones. No one's coming to get them.
And this was like before cell phones were so ubiquitous too. Like,
right.
I think
they're gonna have to try and crawl back down.
99. Like, I think my mom had a cell phone, but it was like one of those.
Nokia.
Yeah, those blocks.
You're either gonna have to crawl down the side of that thing, which you can't.
It's fucking smooth.
There's no way you can crawl that, or try to go back in and face the demon again. So you're kind of
it sounded like a D&D fucking mission. Like you either face the demon again or crawl down the steep side of the building.
What do? Do you have the energy to go back in there?
How are they going to get the door open? They didn't even get it open the first time.
Exactly.
Roll for initiative.
Hey, roll for initiative. Chris Kattan, hey, Ghost, can you please open the door again?
Yeah. The only thing is, like, maybe somebody would come looking for you, or somebody coming looking for Stephen Price.
So
or
that
whatever.
was it. That's how it ends.
That is 1999's House on Haunted Hill, not to be confused with. Sorry, no, that's wrong. All right, let's go down. Ming, what do you think?
She's like, I'm not here. Her and Mishi are like sleeping.
Even the dog was just like, I'm fucking clocked out.
Yeah.
All right, Courtney, tell us, would you recommend this?
I think, honestly, probably not. But if you're friends with me, I'll bring it up. I guess, like, I'll be like, you know what? Every once in a while, I might be like, yeah, I want to watch this. But it's not great. I'm gonna give it when we go right into the rating. What are we calling? What are we rating this one?
I was just looking at the poster, and the poster just made it feel like it was a different movie altogether.
Oh, because it's a bloody hand.
It's a bloody hand. Yeah.
And then, there's not even a house on it.
And I completely forgot this fucking movie existed. I never watched it, and I think I only saw it a few years ago randomly. But I would give it I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 10 sensory deprivation volleyball tanks. We got it.
Okay. I was gonna do lower, surprisingly.
You're doing lower?
I was gonna do 3. 3 deprivation tank, 3 volleyball, Dr. Volleyball courts. I don't know.
People says that as looking up this movie, people also searched for Return to House on Haunted Hill, 13 Ghosts, Ghost Ship, and House of Wax. All that came in the early 2000s, except for Return to House on Haunted Hill.
This sounds like a Courtney playlist.
But all these posters are right next to each other, and all these posters are relatively the same a little bit. They all have an accent color, and they're with black. House of Wax is green with black. Ghost Ship is blue with black. 13 Ghosts is yellow with black, and this one's red with black. Fucking banana, like.
That's weird.
That is super fucking weird. Like essentially the Power Rangers of fucking horror movies for the early 2000s.
Fun. We're covering the Power Rangers of horror movies from 2000. There's something there you could do with. Fun fact. Oh, I didn't even realize. Because we never got this far.
I never got this far.
Okay, so after the credits, there's
They cut back to
more of this, like, footage of people being tortured at the Oh wait, but it's Jeffrey
them.
Rush.
Yeah, and Famke Jensen right there.
Oh yeah.
So it's like they're all stuck in hell essentially.
Yeah, because they died there, so they're just being tortured for the rest of their lives.
And
I think that's what they're
that's the end. Oh.
Huh.
Interesting.
Did they deserve that though?
I don't know if Jeffrey Rush deserved it.
Yeah.
Stephen Price, he might have been acting like an asshole, but he wasn't even that big of an asshole because he was fucking charming.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not a good movie, you guys.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'd say I'm giving it a 3. Is it one I watch often? I think not often. I'm not going to say that, but I do rewatch it every once in a while because, like I said, it's a little bit nostalgic to me.
I can see that on the rewatch just to see like these actors chew up the scene a little bit.
But when I rewatched it for this is when I truly, because I don't know, because we've been doing this for a while now. So when I rewatched it with like this in mind, our podcast, I was like, "Oh, this movie is really not as great as like I really thought it was."
I don't think we've done any ones that are fucking stellar yet. But
we haven't. Like I said, it's kind of our thing, being like we kind of like the bad ones.
We're just having fun with it.
We are. It's our creative outlet. We have a good time.
Yeah. All right. So tune in next time, guys. Oh yeah. Quick question: if you get this far, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, like and subscribe. We're trying to do this on a bigger scale.
We've never given out our email. You guys can email us. I mean, I run it's the wrongturnpod@gmail.com.
Oh, pod. Okay. Gmail.
I get a lot of lovely DMs on the Instagram, which is great. I love hearing from everyone. Also, you can shoot us up on there if you have any recommendations or feel like we didn't cover something. I don't know.
If we missed the fucking plot hole, Jesus Christ.
If we truly got something wrong.
Yeah, that's fine.
But so far, yeah, you guys are great.
And we might have missed something wrong because our research is superficial.
Yeah.
At best.
But yeah, like Edgar said, we appreciate if you're still here, shout us out, rate, subscribe.
Yeah. Do all the things so we could start, trying to do this for,
Yeah, we like it. We want to keep doing this.
Yeah. All right, guys. Take care.